Good news, everyone. The problem was fixed, and I need to work on an overlay, so I don't have to from key myself out like this, or at least so it doesn't look so weird. And oh, there's that.
Where am I?
Where did I get thrown into? Whom? When I left the blue room, scenery so unexpected that I'm at a loss. A loss. This is school. The music room of Yosemite High School. I attended this school with my friends until recently. There's no mistake in it. We entered the TV together, so why am I here? No, that's not right.
This is... No, wait. This has to be the TV world.
The graffiti on the ground. She was placed like there for some kind of ritual. The eerie shining eyes of the portraits on the wall. The more carefully I look, the more I realize that this place is not that real awesome. Most of all, I sensed no warmth from this place like I always did, from the students who would come and go from here. This is a fake. Definitely not the school I attended. But when I happened to turn the world inside the TV to this, on top of that, we entered the TV from our usual entrance, but I ended up in a completely different place.
This has never happened before.
I also realized that my friends aren't with me either. Did we somehow get separated? I started to feel a chill down my spine and look around.
Hello! Sorry for the wait! Greetings, boys and girls of Yasogami! The P1 Grand Prix is about to begin! There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out! Tell us how you really feel!
What the?
I shouted out the question, but she doesn't answer. That is Rise Kujikawa, one of our friends of the investigation team that we could not contact. Does she not hear me, or is she choosing not to respond? I ask myself this, I hear different voices echoing as well. I look around in surprise. These are voices, it's not just from one or two people. I see countless students staring at me from the hallways, the entrance, everywhere I turn.
Huh?
May I have your attention, please? I, Rosette, will be your commentator. But first, the General has a few words for you all.
What's going on? Why are there so many people inside the TV world? Before I can think of any answers, Rise makes another announcement. And as if on cue, the monitor in the music room turns on. What appears on it was... He was wearing a strange hat and a cape, just like he did on the Midnight Channel last night. First Rise and now Teddy, what are they doing?
You're all here now. Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix!
Again? That's the same bizarre tournament that was shown on the Midnight Channel. Then, is the Teddy really the one behind this insanity?
Teddy, what's going on here? We came to look for you and Rise and...
Ah, always with the talking, Sensei. It's a big waste of time. Less talk and more fighting. For the next challenger, come on down!
Teddy looks away and makes a dismissive gesture. Smoke suddenly bursts out from underneath me and robs me of my visibility. Is there someone beyond the white curtain? That way. Eventually, my field of vision begins to clear. Keep my guard up and expected anything. Well, who should appear but Yosuke? Though I hadn't expected to run into him like this, I'm relieved to see that he's safe. Teddy did say something about a challenger just a moment ago. I recall that the P1 Grand Prix that appears on the Midnight Channel looked a lot like some kind of fighting competition. Wait, am I supposed to fight Yosuke now? That's not funny at all.
Great. They're expecting you and me to fight.
Looks like. Sheesh, what's Teddy thinking?
I won't let you get all buddy-buddy with each other. These battles are fought to the death. Only the victor can proceed.
This joke's gone on far enough, Teddy. We're not gonna play along with that.
I look at Yosuke hoping that he would agree with me. But he doesn't appear interested in what I have to say.
Oh, really? I guess he should declare me the winner then.
Yosuke?
What, you don't plan on fighting, right? That means I win by default.
That was not what I was expecting to hear. What has gotten into you, Yosuke? Do you have some reason to be talking like this? I can't figure out what's going on. Yosuke continued to speak in a carefree manner. This is something that I simply couldn't believe.
Oh, but is that okay with you? I mean, since Nanako-chan's here and all?
Nanako's here?
Wait, really? You haven't seen her? She's with Teddy.
That can't. I saw Nanako back at the house when I left this morning. Even then, Nanako can't TV world on her own. But she's in this world? I can't believe it for a moment. What if it is true? Just coming into this world can tire a person out very quickly. On top of that, if someone who can't use a persona comes, something even could be fatal.
Where is she? Yosuke, where's Nanako?
Whoa, what's gotten into you, partner? No need to get hysterical.
Why are you so calm about this? You know what happened to her last time she came here.
Nanako did come into this world once last year. It was not something any one of us would have wanted to happen. That was the start of the whole chain of events. Remembering them is heart-wrenching. So why? So even then, it might be wrong for me to lash out at Yosuke for that way he's acted. Calm down, I need to think straight here. All Yosuke said is that he saw her with Teddy. That Nanako was brought here by Teddy if he's the leader of this tournament.
Yosuke, be straight with me. Are you sure Nanako is with Teddy?
How should I know? If I had to guess, I'd say she's probably still with him. Man, are you alright? Are you that worried about Nanako-chan? It's no wonder people look at you funny, thinking you have a sister complex.
That sense of wrongness that I've been feeling this whole time is getting even stronger. Sure, Yosuke may say some insensitive things, but mostly that's because he reads too much into the situation and acts out over it. He's not the type of guy to enjoy making hurtful remarks like this.
Yosuke, are you alright?
Huh? What are you talking about? I should be the one saying that to you. She's not even your real sister. All that big bro stuff really creeps me out. It was a while ago that I saw her. It's probably too late to save her now. You know how things went last year, after all.
Yosuke.
He's definitely not the Yosuke I know. Yosuke is my friend. He wouldn't be College. College says that? At least I thought so up until now. He was the one that had to face the pain of losing someone he cared about when the murders first started last year. I can't hate him for accidentally mentioning someone who's dead. The way he's acting, he's doing this on purpose. I silently draw my sword and face Yosuke.
Draw your weapon. You'll get your fight.
What? Dude, what are you saying? You told me you let me win by default.
To be honest, I'd be thinking that this Yosuke before me was someone kind of fake. I even wonder if something had to happen to him and Yosuke's shadow had appeared again in this world. But this wrongness that I kept sensing is nothing like that. This probably is the real Yosuke. And the strangeness I feel is because the words really are coming out of the mouth of someone I never thought would say them. If so then,
I don't know if you're being controlled or if there's something else going on here. Either way, you must understand the best way to resolve the situation.
there's no way to tell if what I'm saying is getting through to him at all. But if I want to figure out what's going on, I'll just have to fall for this trap once.
Sorry, but I'm gonna go all out. No hard feelings.
Huh? All that talk and you're gonna fight against your partner after all? Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started. Ready?
Finally, some gameplay after 3 episodes. That's great.
Finally!
Bingo!
I think they could both use
Just getting snap back, partner!
Target pursuit.
Closing in! Damn!
No crap!
Is it over already?
No crap! Just get started! No crap! Just get no crap! Shield up! No crap! Just get started! I can do it too! Still no match for you!
All right, announcement over. Until next time.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep that up and zoom on ahead!
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this? Teddy, about Nanako.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me. And I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
That monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako. But he did say, it seemed to have something expecting me to ask her about her. I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like the waves in the even tide. No, they don't look like any students anymore. There's something inhuman, just talking, taking the shapes of humans. I was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seemed that their true forms were true. They look like silhouettes. Maybe shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important.
Yosuke, are you alright?
I walked towards where Yosuke lies collapsed on the ground and give him a hand to help him up.
Ow! Couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Yosuke grimaced in pain as he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries. That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that I actually hurt him. Once we get a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changed.
Anyway, that aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
What's this about nurses?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face? Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down and we're gonna go over what he thought had happened before the fight. We learned that our memories of what each of us had been saying didn't match up at all. According to Yosuke, it seemed that I had been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Yosuke was so heated up over when I supposedly said that he almost went into a graphic detail. But I stopped him before things went too far. I mean, really, it's best for both of us to pretend that this never happened. Thanks to our conversation after the battle, I've come to realize something. We've been hearing each other say things neither of us have been meaning to say then.
Yosuke, let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yosuke is at a loss for words. He had no idea what I was talking about. It's just as I thought. Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I've heard Yosuke saying before the fight was something that Yosuke couldn't possibly. It only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. What I've heard wasn't what Yosuke had meant. I don't know how, but something else had made Yosuke say those words, even if he didn't know he was saying them. That reminds me, Teddy on the screen has saying that I need to get to him. I wanted to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy has done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Nanako is good friends with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if he wanted to kidnap her, it certainly is possible he could have. I want to go home at once and check to make sure it's okay, but I have no idea where I am. Even worse, Teddy holds some means of returning. No way out of here unless I find him on my own.
Taking off?
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Be careful, I'm worried about you. Do your best. There's a lot of emotion behind those words. Yes, I know that now I'm hearing them. I take Yosuke's steering on the heart and leave the music room. Teddy has said the only the winner could go on in this tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie. Yosuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusting me to sort it out and let me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he can't help me out. ... I couldn't just be jumping to conclusions. After all, Teddy did say that something was that was a rule, but we don't have any proof either way. Well, might as well see what he meant by that. I stopped walking and turned back to Yosuke.
Oh, one last thing. About those nurses.
Ah, quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yosuke turns bright red and rushes towards me, flailing wildly in an attempt to stop me from finishing. And... there's a painful sound and noise as he runs into something invisible and slowly slides to the floor.
What is this?
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
It looks like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's like that every time one of us battles happened, winner will get some sorted out of this. That's annoying.
I see how it works now. Thanks.
Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako. There's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it? Hey, don't wear yourself out, alright?
I turn away as Yosuke shouts at me. Not to worry, Yosuke. I give him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. And at that moment, I felt a wave of disorientation crash over me. I'm surprised that this happened without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I haven't been leaving the music room, but now I'm sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. This room truly is mysterious. But why would she summon me like this? Margaret seems my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired. The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
I want to know the details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never reveal everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices they're asked to make. Margaret's smile broadens. You see that I don't intend to ask her anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
This shine she speaks of. Could it be about my ability to use personas?
Yes, that is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart. By forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way? You may be more conscious of that fact than most because you hold the power of the wild card.
Margaret's voice fades away as she answers.
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds. How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
When I open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. Turn around and see the door to the music room closed behind me. Was I already summoned to the bell room in spirit? No way for me to figure out what just happened. But I think back on what Margaret had told me.
The changes, huh?
Even though the people in the bell room avoid saying much. But what will they do have to say always has a reason? Well, sure that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her. If she's ever said anything meaningless by undoing. I'd assume that would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart. Alright! So, I think that's the best point to end this video. So, until the next time, hopefully we'll have more fights in Persona 4 Arena. I'm pretty sure this is Persona 4 Arena, not Ultimax. Anyway, until next time, Mega Rock Gaming, and I'm out. Peace.